Hi guys. So I wanted to take just a minute and make a quick video about Michael Griesbach. I was on Twitter this morning and saw something that I see all the time, like either on his Facebook page or on Twitter, people coming at him like he knows something or he's covering up for some of the bad people involved here that are trying to hide their misdeeds, right? I just wanted to remind everybody that he's not the one that would be hiding things for them. Remember that he is the one that reported something that he saw that was wrong, that they had done in his own office. So, I mean, he's not part of this little secret club of those who want to keep these secrets and cover for each other, right? He would be the last person that they would trust. Does that make sense? I mean, so you can't come at him like he's done something wrong, especially because if there is anyone that is even remotely involved in these cases that might be willing to have an open mind and listen, it was him. And to do something about it if he sees that we've given him information that he was unaware of. Because he really doesn't know more than we do. And I would even have to respectfully say that he doesn't know as much as a lot of us do. I know that he's written a book, and it is reasonable for most people to assume that he should be very knowledgeable about the cases and the facts and things, but when you believe that you are, and you have the ability to write a book, and you've got your name out there already, and people might actually want to read your book, I mean, why not, right? And that doesn't necessarily mean just because you wrote a book that you are an expert on what you're writing about. I think it's reasonable that it's assumed that you would be, but it's not true. So, I personally have been talking back and forth with him for quite a while, and, it's very slow. I explained this on Twitter this morning. It's very slow because, he's still working and he's still busy, and he's not going to devote all his time just to chit-chat with me. I'm nobody. And, but I share information with him. I tell him things that I know of, that I see, that I am interested in, or I think are important, especially that I think are important. And if I see him say something that's incorrect, I always respectfully try to correct him and show him where the actual answer is, instead of just say, you're wrong, you're a jerk, you're a liar. When you come at somebody like that, they're immediately gonna put up a wall and be defensive, and that's understandable, right? So if you want to be heard and you want at least the opportunity to possibly change his mind or show him where he's wrong, do it. I am, and I don't think that there's any reason why everyone shouldn't do that. I think, honestly, I'm thankful that he is willing to have a conversation with me, unlike Kratz, who I think all of us have we've wanted to attack him, we've wanted to speak to him, we've wanted to question him, we've wanted him to answer things, why do you do what you do? Why do you say things that are so clearly untrue? But the difference is, Kratz does that on purpose. He is intentionally trying to mislead people. And I really honestly do believe, and take my word or not, but this is my opinion, and I'm pretty sure that it's correct, that Michael Griesbach is not intentionally trying to mislead or deceive or promote this narrative that Kratz wants to be spread around because he wants to keep innocent people in prison. I think he's honestly doing it because he believes that these are facts and this is true information that he's sharing. So I think the important thing is intent. The intent behind why things are said is, to me at least, very important. And I just don't think that he has bad intentions for the wrong reasons, like Kratz does. And there's no good explanation for what Kratz does. He is very clearly trying to mislead and misinform and get all of the people who just watch Making a Murderer to not look further into the case because it's a lie. And that's what he's trying to do, because we are dangerous. We can find things that, with so many people looking into it and so many people talking about it, we can find things and we can discover things that are helpful to Kathleen Zellner, to Nye Ryder and Steve Drisden, and we have. So he doesn't want that, obviously. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Just please keep having discussions. Try to be respectful, and I do believe in return you'll be respectfully answered if he has time. I mean, don't assume that he's not answering you because he's hiding something. He could be busy, and that goes for anyone. Anyone, if they don't respond, they either don't know where to find the information that they believe they have in their head to confirm that they're right and you're wrong, or they just might be busy. I mean, it could be something that simple, and it's not always like some nefarious reason behind he won't answer this because he's hiding something. So that's all I wanted to say. Just try to keep in mind that we can help promote correct information being spread if we have respectful conversations where we don't look like assholes, and people might actually listen if they're not immediately defensive by the tone of your question or concern. So I have lots of successful conversations with people on both sides because it's very interesting conversation. There are unintentional things that we don't even realize we're doing, or I'll look at something and I'll see it a certain way because even though I'm trying to keep an open mind, I'm trying to be unbiased, I still have a little bit, obviously, because I've already come to my conclusion after everything I've looked at and gone through that these two guys are not guilty. And so when I look at something that this person over here has looked at, whether they think they're innocent or guilty really doesn't matter. They're still going to see it just a little bit differently. And that's also why I think all the different YouTubers and people who are running pages on Facebook, whatever, all the people posting on Twitter, everybody has their own way of seeing something. And sometimes all it takes is for someone to say it just the right way, for someone to click that, hey, that's really interesting, or that's really important, or I never thought of it quite like that, and wow, so let's keep having conversations respectfully, and who knows what can happen. Anyway, that's all. Thanks for watching.